Well. Good afternoon, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. I don't want to go to work, McCabe. I guess I'll be all right. First night shifts always suck. And I couldn't think of a better nickname. Hope you guys are doing great. As always, we are reading the Daily Stoic. 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. See, without the book, I'm forgetting the frickin' intro part. I need the cover. I'm going to have to write it on there. I should know it. I've said it 1,000 billion times. I don't got a whole lot to say today. Life is interesting. Spring is in the air. Rest in peace to Bishop Brigante if you're a hip-hop fan. We just lost a real Toronto hip-hop legend, Canadian hip-hop legend, Bishop Brigante. Rapper, battle rapper. He was very involved at King of the Dot. My Facebook timeline was flooded with posts. It was heartwarming almost how many people posted about it. You know, it's sad. It sucks that, we lost somebody. I wasn't a good friend of his or anything. I'm not gonna pretend like I knew him personally, but I knew a lot of people who knew him, and I've been following his music journey forever now. And but my goodness, man, what a heartwarming tribute it was to see that many posts go up in that short of amount of time. So shout out to him. Fuck cancer. Yeah. So today is March 31st. Let's get right into it. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I just had a nap and I feel a little bit lost. So we'll see if I can get it rocking here. March 31st. Where's my pen? My concentration pen. You off to a great start. You're a product of your training. Chasing what can't be done is madness, but the base person is unable to do anything else. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 5.17. Let's see what the modern day Stoics have to say about this. This one seems interesting. A dog that's allowed to chase cars will chase cars. A child who is never given any boundaries will become spoiled. An investor without discipline is not an investor. He's a gambler. A mind that isn't controlled of itself, that doesn't understand its power to regulate itself, will be jerked around by external events and unquestioned impulses. That can't be how you'd like tomorrow to go, so you must be aware of that. You must put in place training and habits now to replace ignorance and ill discipline. Only then will you begin to behave and act differently. Only then will you stop seeking the impossible, short-sighted, and unnecessary. Man, so much Stoicism to me goes back to being an addict or being in recovery or the learnings of recovery. So much of it I was like, man, you can relate that right back to it. Such is life. Yeah, I mean, you could just chase the bad shit forever. And if it goes unchecked, that's just what it's going to be. It's hard. Like I said, I do smoke cigarettes. I do live on impulse at times with certain things. Only when you stop seeking the impossible, short-sighted, and the necessary. I don't know. I think you should seek the impossible. I'm going to disagree with the Stoics here, man. If you got a big dream, go for it. If you got ambition, go get it. Don't ever stop. I don't know if they think that's the point, but that's what I took from that. It's like you can't do the impossible. But what I took more from this is like the stupid shit you do that you don't think about, like the impulses and the desires and the addictions, and you need more money, you need more girls, you need more shoes, you need more this. You don't need to chase that, have control of that. Think about what you're doing, But as far as chasing the impossible, how else will you get there? How else will you, if you have big dreams, the only way to do it is to chase impossible shit. So I don't agree with that last bit, Doesn't mean you have to be arrogant about it. Doesn't mean you have to be foolish about it. Doesn't mean you have to hurt people around you to chase those impossible dreams, or hurt yourself in the doing of the chasing. But I believe in the unseen. I believe that you can do things and know that, that will blow people's minds. Like, he's not really gonna do that. Like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna do whatever I want, bro. I believe in that. I believe in God, and I believe in my dreams, and I believe in will, and I believe in manifestation, and I believe in the power of the mind is greater than anything. And the power of the mind can also stop you from smoking dope or drinking beer or, Today was an interesting one. I don't always agree, and I like that. I like that it challenges me to think about it, talk about it loud. Sometimes I think, too, my understanding of what the point they're trying to get across doesn't fully click in. I do think different. I notice that. I notice that in a lot of places. Like, I do think of things a little differently. So maybe today I missed the point. But maybe I made a point for myself. I don't know. I really got nothing to say. I am tired. I shouldn't have had the nap. Naps are gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just tired, I'm disheveled, and now I got to get ready. And which I was feeling, I went to the gym, I went and did a little bit of shopping, I was feeling motivated, and I always like to try to force a nap because, I got to stay up all night. So maybe I'll probably like it later. Right now I'm like, I feel lost. You ever had a nap and wake up and thought you missed the school bus and you're 40, bro? Yeah, it was one of those naps. Anyways, love, hope, faith, peace. I'll see you tomorrow.